वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय।
Hello everyone, welcome back. So now let us continue with the fourth question of exercise 10.1. In the previous video we had done up to question number 3. Now question number 4 says, what will be the locus of points equally distant from three collinear points? In question number 3 we had done the locus of points which are non-collinear, but now here there are three collinear points and you need the locus of that point which are at equal distance from these three collinear points. So let us begin with the solution of this. It says to clarify your answer. So if you consider 3 points, say point A is there, point B is there, and point C is there. Because you need collinear points, so we are going to take them on a line. Say let A, B and C be the collinear points. So these are the three collinear points which we are taking, and collinear means of course they will lie on a line. So let us take name this line as L. Now here we need those points which are at equally distant from all the 3 points. So again let us take 2 points at a time. Now any point at equal distance from A and B. Let us take 2 points A and B will lie on perpendicular bisector of AB. It is again with the theorem 10.1. If you take any point which is at equal distance from 2 points, then it will lie on the perpendicular bisector of this line segment joining the 2 points. So let's take this line, say M, has the perpendicular bisector of AB. That is, you can write here, that is on line M. This is it. Also, point equidistant, you may write it as at equal distance or you may say it equidistant from B and C. Now if you take these 2 points B and C, it will lie on, say, the perpendicular bisector of BC. Now where will that lie? That will lie on the perpendicular bisector of BC. So perpendicular bisector, again it is a line, say line N. It is line N. So you can write here that is on line N. So any point which lie on this line will be at equal distance from A and B, and any point lying at on this line N will be at equal distance from B and C. But what we need that point which is at equal distance from all the three A, B and C. So that will be possible if these two lines M and N has any common point. Now you can say here lines M and N are perpendicular to line L. Therefore, M is parallel to N, or there is no common point on line M and N. Now because there is no common point on M and N, hence there is no point equidistant from, say, three collinear points A, B and C. So there is no point which is at equal distance from these three points, the collinear points A, B and C. So there is no locus at all. Now if we move to the next question, it says prove that the locus of the centers of circles passing through points A and B is perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. Now here what it is, you have to find that the locus of centers of circles passing through points A and B. So here I have taken point A and this is point B, and I have drawn two circles which pass through A and B. It is not that there are only two circles passing through point A and B, there can be many more. Now what you have to prove is the locus of the centers of the circles. Now as you can see here, the first circle C, the center is P, and the second circle C dash, the center is Q. You have to prove that the locus of these centers is the perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. It is that line which is perpendicularly bisecting the line segment AB. So here if you take the two circles, say you can write here given two circles C and C dash with centers P and Q passing through points A and B. There are two circles, one with center P and the other with center Q, and those both are passing through points A and B. Now what you need to prove here, or what you need to find, we need to prove here that PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB. We have to prove that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now the proof of this, you can see here that if you take the first circle C, in this circle P is the center, then this PA and PB, they both are equal, they are the radius. In circle C, PA is equal to PB, they both are the radii. Therefore, P lies at equal distance from A and B. Now if P is lying at an equal distance from A and B, hence P lies on perpendicular bisector of AB. This is your theorem 10.1, which says that P lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB. Similarly, or you can say in circle C dash, here now these two QA and QB, they are the radii. So QA equals to QB, it's again the radii. Radii is the plural of radius. Therefore, the point Q lies at equal distance from A and B. And because it lies at equal distance, hence Q lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB. This is also by using the theorem 10.1 that any point lying at equal distance from two given points lies on the perpendicular bisector of line segment joining the 2 points. Now from here, these two results which we have, it shows us, now from result 1 and 2, we have that both these points P and Q lie on perpendicular bisector of AB. Because P lies on the perpendicular bisector AB and Q lies on perpendicular bisector AB. So both the points, they lie on the perpendicular bisector AB, or we can say that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. And this is what we had to prove. So ultimately, what is the result we get? We actually needed to prove the locus. Hence, the locus of centers of circles passing through A and B is perpendicular bisector of AB. So this is what we had to prove. So this proves this gives us the solution or the proof for question number 5. In the next video, we'll continue with the remaining questions. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all.